Man, did you see that thing? Did you see the beauty that was the Animal Crossing Direct? The hype is here. The hype is through.
I think I bit my tongue. Whatever.
Hype is through the roof, man. I'm ready to just like jump up and like smack. I want to break stuff. That's how excited I am. It is, man, this is what we were waiting for. This is what we got. The greatest thing ever. But here's the thing. Right now we're going to talk about the 5 most exciting things from the Animal Crossing Direct. Let's go. What is up, everybody? Bobby here, the Nintendo Guru, back at it yet again. Let's go. Here we go. It's that hype, that Animal Crossing hype. 5 things. There was 5 things that I felt through that Direct that really took it to the next level. Really got people pumped up. As I watched it, man, there was a couple things that got me to get chills. And I mean, look, let's not even waste any time. Let's not do a countdown. Let's not do anything. Let's just talk about it. The number one thing on this whole thing is the terraforming. If you didn't get excited during that, you don't have a pulse, and you should just not get this game. Man, this was something that just caught everybody off guard. Nobody, there is not a single person around that called that, saw that, knew that that was coming. That was fantastic. That was a home run of epic proportions. So here's the thing. With that ability, it just makes you think like there is so much stuff that could be done with terraforming. Like, you can build the ground up, you can build the ground down, you can cut out rivers, you can add rivers, you can do all that stuff. And to me, that just takes it to the next level. That takes the custom creation that we've done. Like, let's be honest, when we all saw this, we were like, oh, you can throw a couple of things on the outside. Nobody saw this coming. Nobody saw the level of customization that was going to come to Animal Crossing New Horizons with this. And terraforming, to me, is the top-notch best thing that can happen. I think that this was a home run all day long. I am so happy that it's going to be here. And the thing that has me more excited than anything is now I want to see what people create. I want to see what people can come up with. Because, man, if you were ever a fan of the Dream Suites in New Leaf, this is more of a reason to bring the Dream Suites back. Like, I hope that that comes back just so I can go and explore people's towns and see what they did with these amazing abilities that they're giving us. So excited for terraforming. That's got to be number 1 on everybody's list. The thing that I was hoping for the most, that got not only just got acknowledged, they took this thing from here and took it to way up here. And that was the museum. I think that everybody that has played Animal Crossing from the beginning, if you've ever donated to the museum, if that is your key thing, collecting fish, collecting bugs, collecting fossils, unlocking that museum, and doing all the special things you can do. Man, what they did, what they showed off, all the amazingness, the sitting in the room with the butterflies flying all over, and like going up to the gigantic aquariums and seeing like all these fish swimming around. Like, don't get me wrong, we got that stuff in the past, but now not only is it just amazing because it feels so big and epic, man, it just feels so realistic. It looks so gorgeous that you're walking underneath the fossils, you're walking through them. I mean, let's just not even talk about the fact that you can put fossils outside. That is just craziness. But then you take the fact of like the way the museum looks, the lighting, the giving the effects. That, to me, was exactly what I needed to see. They took what we had already gotten in all the iterations of the museum and just took it up a notch. And took it a bit further. That's the one thing with this whole game, is everything that we were expecting, they took it here, but they didn't take it here. They took it way up here. And this is another example of what Nintendo was able to accomplish with this game to make so many people excited and happy with this game. Loved it. The paths. Man, I think that they had never showed off everything. And there was people just trying to connect the dots all along and trying to find some confirmation that it wasn't just the dirt paths, that it was going to be something more. And when they finally showed off the fact that we can have brick paths, we could put sand paths, and then them showing like not only did they turn the paths into paths, they actually made them into like playgrounds, like sand pits, and like, you know, like sandboxes for kids and stuff. And it was like, man, they just took this up a notch. Like, they just took, again, what we were thinking it was going to be and just banged it up another level. And I was so happy to see that. I think that to me was perfect. That Nintendo was able to take something that we wanted, that we all loved. Let's be honest. If you played New Leaf and you were really playing for a long period of time, I don't think there's many people that didn't get into the paths and the creation of paths. But this is allowing you to put grass back down. If you want grass, you put the dirt path, you put the brick path. Really well done. I loved it. Man, the different islands, the island tours. This is, man, mind-blowing. Like, this is something that we needed. Because here's what I think. This is where this takes this game up a notch. Like, if you're trying to craft a certain thing and you need a particular type of wood, you need to go to these islands and explore and hopefully find stuff. It makes this game a little bit more than just, let's run around town and chop down trees and we're getting everything we need and it's very easy. Now, I hope that it doesn't hinder us. I don't want it to hinder us, but I want it to make it where it's a little bit of a challenge. It doesn't have to get crazy hard, but I want something to be like, we're going to take it up that notch. The fact that we're going to go to these islands and find like money rocks all over the place, or different minerals, different ores, different types of wood, different fruits, different fish, and then you might even be able to find villagers walking around that I wonder if you'd be able to invite them back to your village to perhaps move in. That was pretty awesome. I loved seeing that, and I loved seeing the island tours, and the fact that, like, unlike when you used to go to the island in New Leaf, it's not the same. Every single time it's going to change and be different. So it kind of makes it where you can't go on them tours and kind of lock them down. Because anybody that's anybody knows that you could turn your island into an absolute money-making machine in New Leaf. This now makes you wonder, can you do that with this? Because like with New Leaf, you went to the island, once you caught all the bugs you needed to catch there, and you kind of locked it down to like, okay, there's nothing else out here to catch in terms of bugs. We're going to cultivate this and turn it into a 100% Beetle Island. It was done. But this seems like that'll never happen. And it's going to make it where it's more of a challenge. Like, I used to literally wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, go to the island, catch a bunch of sharks, and then go back to my homeland and then just sell them off for big money. Not going to happen this time. It's going to be very, very different, and I am excited for that. I think the final thing that has me pretty excited, and I think has a lot of people excited, they don't realize just yet because we don't know what type of level it is, this Nook Link. This is basically the Nintendo app, which is very much like Splatoon 2, very much like Mario Kart, and it's basically your built-in actual cell phone app that is Nintendo Online, which is going to allow us to voice chat. But the kind of thing that was kind of cool was you could actually text chat, and it shows up in the game. Unbelievable. That to me was really cool. But then the fact of like this little thing on the back of our phones, these cameras are going to turn into QR readers that is going to then transfer the patterns that we want into game, which means you could literally make stuff or take stuff that you had in your New Leaf or Happy Home Designer, the different patterns that you had, and you could just transfer them right over. That is exciting. The fact that we are able to do that all over again has got to be so super exciting for a lot of people, because the fact of the matter is that like some people really took time to create these very detailed patterns. And it is so cool to go, hey, guess what? Here we go. And there's actually, if you don't know this, there's something you might not know. There's actually apps out there where you can scan a picture of something and it turns it into a Animal Crossing pattern. So you can scan a real life picture of something, put it in, and then move it over to New Leaf immediately. And then you can move it right over now to New Horizons, which I think is pretty awesome. So that's where we're at right now. So that is all. Thank you guys for watching today's videos. I hope that you really did enjoy this video. If you did, please slap the like button down below. Share it with all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Follow me I don't know what that voice was. That voice was weird. Follow me Instagram, Twitter, and on Twitch at Nintendo Gurus. At this moment, go into the comments below. What had you hyped? What was your most excited moment that you got during this entire Animal Crossing Direct? I want to know. Let me know in the comments below. That is all. Peace out, Preston.